Coti coin is absolutely exploding once again. Let's talk about where I think this coin could be headed very soon and a very interesting piece of information that I found that I think you guys would like to know. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of my analysis on this crypto. And if you guys want to pick up a free stock, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys use that link, not only do you support the channel, but you also get to join a great social investing network that lets you see what your friends are buying, selling, and of course, everything in between in the market. Plus, you get a free stock when all you have to do is deposit $1. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty, guys, here we are with Coti or Coti, however you would like to pronounce it. You can roast me in the comments if I am mispronouncing it, of course. But here we are with the coin once again, guys. I made a video about this coin about 3 days ago, and now we have skyrocketed up. Continued to actually push higher over the last 24 hours and the last, I believe, a couple of days here. And we've just been on a nasty in a good way, of course, looking uptrend towards the upside here on this coin. And the main reason that this is happening, and what most people seem to agree on, is that this is likely due to its association, not only obviously its partnership with Cardano, but also the fact that there is rumors, this is very speculative still, so keep this in mind, but rumors of a possible Amazon partnership collaboration with Cardano. That being said, a lot of this is likely to do with online or digitized payment processing. Coti specializes in this by using blockchain technology to kind of revolutionize payment ledgers and different ways of processing payments online or in a digital kind of space. Coti is really good at this, and they've been doing this for a while now. That's what the project is focused on and centered around. And this is, of course, the coin that is associated with it. And now we are exploding because I believe there has been further news that has impacted, obviously, whether or not that is the thing I just talked about, the partnership is actually going to happen. Now, we actually have an article here that we can kind of clear up maybe some kind of misconceptions and just different things going on about the coin, because there's a lot of different news coming out right now in the crypto markets. Just every single day, there's always something incredible happening. And it's important to stay aware. It's important to stay up to date. And of course, I'll give my opinion on this article. It is Bazinga, so of course there are articles. Again, every news site should be taken with a grain of salt. There's a lot of opinion pieces that are kind of disguised as a fact piece, right? So you need to be aware of that. And of course, I will always try to be sure that I am being not biased in anything that I say, and deliver my own opinion that is hopefully well-researched and of course, not biased. But here we are with the article, Coti rides to all-time highs after taking first steps in DeFi over Cardano. Thousands of traders just like you are earning, okay, whatever, yeah, there you go. Coti, or crypto Coti, soared 43.79% to 56 cents over 24 hours leading up to press time. What's moving? The token of the enterprise-grade fintech platform has shot up over 48% over a 7-day trailing period. Coti touched an all-time high of 60 cents earlier on Thursday. The coin has declined about 8% since touching those levels. On Thursday, Coti said it was partnering with Ardana to bring stablecoin crypto to fiat payments aimed at the Cardano community. That is the big piece of news. That is why this coin is running so heavily here just in the past couple of days. And overall, it makes me extremely excited because the fact that, one, they are bringing stablecoin crypto to fiat payments, which is aimed at the Cardano community, Ardana, of course, being the kind of fintech, I guess, branch or subsidiary of Cardano, it's incredible, right? This is a super revolutionary action that this company, or this project, I guess, rather, is taking. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to implement this and how it's going to benefit people. Let's keep reading though. Today, Coti is doing its first steps in DeFi over Cardano, which we believe will be huge. We're happy to collaborate with the remarkable team of Ardana to bring new Cardano native assets to ADA Pay and scale up our operation, CEO of Coti said in a statement. Why it mattered: since the year began, Coti has risen 1,063%, while ADA has shot up over 1,182% in the same period. In April, Cardano's foundation said Coti would provide its easy-to-integrate payment gateway, ADA Pay, for various organizations looking to accept and manage ADA payments and donations. At the time, it was announced that the first ADA Pay integration for the Cardano ecosystem would facilitate ADA payments to the international nonprofit organization Save the Children. Now, with the addition of decentralized stablecoin payments for ADA Pay, users would be able to purchase goods using stablecoins, wherever the payment mechanism is accepted. So this is really interesting stuff. This is kind of the, I guess, thesis of Bitcoin, right? In a sense, this is kind of the white paper, essentially, right? It's a untraceable currency that is able to be used anywhere, right? But it just needs to obviously first be adopted, right? And that is what Cardano is trying to push forward forward its payment system so heavily is to become adopted, right? To be the main form of currency that people want to use in certain instances and situations. Now, that being said, this is why there's so much kind of speculation on whether or not governments are going to ban these cryptos, because in theory, if people are only trading in cryptocurrencies, if people are only using crypto as a means of exchange for, you know, purchasing items or for making different purchases in general, isn't that a threat to whatever government or country's currency system? Theoretically, it should be, right? The US dollar would be threatened by a cryptocurrency because obviously the US dollar would fall out of favor if the cryptocurrency that people are using is obviously either one, more effective than the US dollar at providing value to another firm, right? In order for them to receive a good or service that they're paying for. This is some economics talk at this point, but it's just very interesting stuff, guys. The fact that they are pushing this forward, and Coti is really taking the charge with this and doing very well on doing it. I'm pretty bullish on the overall use case for this. I'm bullish on the project, and I'm bullish on the coin in general. Now, let's go into some technical analysis here, and we can take a look here. I want to get something straight, because if you've watched last video, right, the last video I made on Coti, you might have seen or heard or whatever that I said that I wouldn't be surprised if this coin pulled back a little bit from its highs that it hit, and that did exactly that. It exactly happened that way. But because Coti is in what I'm almost 100% positive, you can argue with me in the comments if you'd like, but I believe that Coti is in price discovery mode right now. For those of you who aren't familiar with crypto, you're probably wondering, what's price discovery mode? Price discovery mode is kind of a slang term, or kind of just a terminology piece of, you know, slang basically, that people who are in crypto use to describe certain assets that start to pump up massively in a short amount of time, and then right after that pump, typically, not always, but typically those assets tend to go even higher. So there might be a little bit of a pullback, and this is exactly pretty much what happened with Coti, right? We had a huge run up here on the first kind of initial piece of news, a little bit of a pullback here, consolidation. You could even say we formed a little bit of a bull flag here and then pushed higher into new highs. Now, we did pull back significantly since then, but we might stable out again and try to push into the higher price ranges. That being said, guys, it could go the other way and we could pull back significantly. Again, Coti, you know, the market cap is still relatively small on this coin, and even though it is partnering with some big names in this, it's going to probably take a while for Coti to reach those crazy price targets that I've seen on the website, I've seen on YouTube, I've seen everywhere. People are saying this coin's going to go to $5, $10 a coin, you know, within the next year, which I think that's a little bit, you know, what's the word, liberal in overall your estimates and everything. I think it's a little bit creative. I think if you want to be a little bit more conservative, more than likely, I wouldn't be surprised if Coti by the end of next year is maybe $1 to $2 per coin, but not like 5 or 10. That's a lot of growth that needs to happen in between now and, of course, December of 2022. And again, I just don't know if that is going to be a reality. Again, this coin has a lot of potential to do great things in the future, but the growth is slow, right? The only places where growth is extremely volatile, and also I guess massive, you could say, was when projects like Solana, projects like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a lot of other ones too. Of course, growth is relative too, because if you look at Cardano, it's up like 1,000% just this year. So you got to keep that in mind, guys. You know, all of this is all about patience and buying and holding and waiting out long term until the value makes sense. So keep that in mind, guys. We're going to be keeping it locked here, making sure to bring you guys all the news and information that you need to know about Coti. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys use that link, not only does it help support the channel, but it also gives you access to a great social investing network that you can be a part of, where you can see what your friends, family members, or even celebrities are buying, selling, and of course, everything going on in between in the market. And when you guys deposit $1, you get a free stock. It's literally free money. So check out that link down in the description below. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance, bro. Take it easy.